Ever come across a house with an indoor pool like this, and maybe even considering it, there's a few things that you should be aware of. So first and foremost is drainage. As you can see, you have multiple French drains all around the edges and trenches to channel the water in those French drains. So that's good. And all of the concrete, all the patio area slopes away from the pool into those drains. So drainage, it looks like, has been done right. The other two, a little bit more complicated and aren't as easily noticeable. So one is humidity control. Now, it's not something necessarily that you could just look around and say, hey, where's the humidity control in here? But you do see signs. And oh boy, are there signs. Now, is it possible that this water damage is due to overflowing the pool? I'd say maybe, but probably not. I think it's much more likely that this is just caused by humidity. People getting in and out of the pool and too much humidity is kept in the air. As you can see, they've got a couple of dehumidifiers over here trying to remove that moisture from the air, and the reason that they're positioned over here, I think, is obvious. So you have to worry about moisture control with the humidity factor. The second, which may be a little bit more noticeable, is the air, and specifically how the air is filtered and how it's processed. Anytime you have something like this is not a saltwater pool, this is a chlorine pool. I know that without touching it because I can smell it. As soon as I come in the front door, I could smell it. And there lies the problem with the air and the air circulation. This room should be on its own HVAC system. Probably a 1.5 ton would do a room like this size, would serve a room this size. But you have to make sure that the air from this room is not circulating in any way with the rest of the house. Otherwise, you're just kicking chlorine fumes all throughout the rest of the house like it is now. You have to make sure that the doors are properly sealed, that you have weather stripping, and unfortunately there's a lot of doors. You've got 1, 2, 3 French doors that two go to bedrooms, which is not ideal, and then one goes to the living room, and then you have another door that goes into the kitchen. So you have to make sure that these doors are sealed enough that you're not getting all those chlorine fumes circulating throughout the rest of the house. So this is a cool feature, or at least can be a cool feature to have, but you have to make sure it's done right. And if it's not, the cost to make sure it is done right could be pretty significant. So make sure that you have contractors that you know that can price out some of these things so you know what you're getting into if you're considering a house like this.